Autoplay is on. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Get my drink. Get my drink. Got my, I got my splash tea ready. I got the signs on, the signals going, and the links are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome, 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 one and all. Welcome, everybody, to the MoBALON sponsored MrHairArt show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And we are live. We are live, everybody. We are live right now, broadcasting on several different platforms all at the same time. And they are all burning right now. Every last one of them. I'm looking at them all, and they are all going very, very well, it looks like. Make sure I got everything going like it's supposed to, and we are burning rubber. Yep, everything is going. All right, we're good. We're live, everybody. What's happening? Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. If you're not in, come on in. If you are in, settle in. We're about to get started right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you, John. Thank you, Sarah J. Thank you, Clean Cuts. What's up, Big D Barbers? What's happening? Let's see, John Diogene, I believe that is Diogene. Oh, I know you, Diogene. Okay, yeah, I remember trying to pronounce your name last time, Miss Diogene. What's happening? Welcome into the stream. Thank you for coming in. All right, we got people in. Y'all know the rules. If y'all got questions, comments, suggestions, please shout them out. Just put them in the chat and hit me up. I got you covered. Okay. Be raised. What's happening? Be raised. Welcome into the stream. We Love Kinetics is in. What's up, Kenneth? Kenneth's in the house. What's up, Jason? Jason's in the house. Arbor Trails. What's happening? Welcome in to the MoBALON show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mac. You guys know me as MrHairArt and Coach. And yep, we're live. All right, guys, we're going to start with some information. I told everybody at the last couple of shows, because we've been having a few different shows, and we've kind of been jumping around a little bit because we got so much that we need to be covering. And right now, everything that we're covering has to do with getting you guys on track, getting everything kind of running the way it needs to be so that we don't have anybody lagging behind. We definitely don't get anybody kicked out. Because I want to keep everybody that I brought in. I picked you guys specially, so I definitely don't want to get anybody. I don't want to lose anybody out of my group. So the way that everything is going right now, if you guys been watching, they're accelerating a lot of our plans. They're putting things together that are beyond my control. Even though I'm the owner, we are using other people's money. So when you're using other people's money, you kind of gotta, compromise in several areas, depending on, what type of business you're running. So the fact that we are actually using their money is pretty much primarily, it's going to be kind of a give and take with them doing more taking than giving. But we accept that because most barbers and stylists don't have $100,000 burning a hole in their pocket. That's just what it is. If you don't have $100,000 ready to fly, then you kind of gotta, do what the person that's putting the money on the table, is asking you to do, and that's our sponsors. Now, that doesn't mean you got to compromise. That doesn't mean you got to do, prostitute yourself or do things that you or feel is beneath you or immoral or that you just don't want to do. Period. Everybody has a choice. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I operate. Everybody has a choice. And it is up to you for what happens in your life. Literally everything that happens in your life, all of it. What's up, Headquarters Barbershop? Now joining in. What's happening? Welcome into the stream. What's up, JBRs? What's up? Welcome into the stream. Miss Janice, how are you? Hey, Miss Janice. I ain't seen you in a minute. I see, what was that? Not last month before last. And you said you was going through some things, so I hope everything is well. I ain't gonna say what things you was going through, but I hope everything is well and you got some good news. But thank you for joining. Hopefully, since you're joining, everything is going well. So, guys, it, again, when you're doing what we're doing, when you're doing mobile salons, everybody is wanting mobile salon buses. Everybody wants to get into mobile salon buses. Everybody wants to go mobile. I understand that, obviously, because it's common sense. But when you're doing what we're doing, it's a big undertaking. All right, headquarters says great day. Thank you, sir. It is a big undertaking when we're trying to put together something that we're trying to put together. So just to give you guys a heads up, we got some stringent rules and regulations that are coming down the pipeline, but we got some extremely good news. We got some really, really good news that's going to help a lot of people get into buses, get into mobile salon buses, and even get into them quicker, depending on how you operate or how you work your jelly. Um, so it's really going to boil down to um, what you guys know, what who all you connect with, what you're doing on. Because I have a program. I have a program, and that program was built on the basis of establishing something that can improve the barber and beauty industry, that can actually revolutionize the barber and beauty industry, and that's mobile salons. Obviously, mobile salons is something that is going to bring very big change to the barber and beauty industry. Meaning you don't have to drive to the barbershop anymore. Now the barbershop is driving to you. You don't have to drive all the way out to the beauty salon. The beauty salon is literally coming and parking in your driveway. In your driveway. So instead of walking through a whole bunch of people through a shop and people staring at you getting your hair done, now it's just you and your stylist. They're parked outside in your driveway. You're literally stepping right out your front door and right onto a VIP custom-made mobile v, mobile custom barber or beauty salon bus. We're talking the hardwood floors. We're talking TVs, flat screens. We're talking hot and cold running water. We're talking a full-scale salon on wheels sitting outside your door. That you cannot beat. Okay, so we got a bunch of people that are wanting to do that. A bunch of people wanting to have that. We have millions of barbers and stylists in the country, in this country alone. Okay, and y'all know hair is everywhere. So we get contacts, we get calls and emails and chats and texts and everything from all over the world. I'm talking because hair is everywhere. We get contacts from South Africa, from the UK, from Canada, from Mexico, from Dubai. We get a lot from Dubai for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. But I think because they see such a opportunity to get into something that will pay, that literally will benefit them financially as well as structurally or physically, meaning their haircuts and hairstyles. They're smart to that point to where they jump on board and they say, "Hey, I want in." You follow what I'm saying? So that's what I deal with. Now, what I will tell you is this: when you guys are making moves to get on board, the barbers and stylists that are signing up to the school and getting into the actual program, there is a $5,000 program. I tell you guys all the time, the program itself is not. It doesn't cost anything. Okay, the program is free. The actual school, the actual course, in getting into the school and getting your MSOL, your license, the MSOL license, which is the Mobile Salon Operator's license. Going through that school doesn't cost anything. It's free. Okay, the monies that you're putting up is your deposit. Okay, it's a deposit towards a mobile salon bus. That's why you don't lose any money going through the school. The same money that you put in or put up to get into the school, to quote, get into the school, that money goes towards your bus. So you didn't lose anything. That means the school is free. It doesn't cost anything. Now, there are changes being made right now because the $5,000 course is still $5,000 to get in. That $5,000 goes towards your bus. It's your deposit. Okay. We also have the bigger course or the big plan, which is the $10,000 plan. That's my plan. That's when you come in and you're a part of my group. Okay, you're part of the owners group. It used to be the same $5 grand, and that's why I tell you guys before, if you're in this program and you got in and you're in my group for that $5 grand, that was because you got in before they increased it. So now it's $10,000 to be in my group. Okay, so everybody that's in my group that paid $5 grand, y'all got in for $5 grand. The people that are in my group that paid $10 grand, you got in for $10 grand. Well, it's changing again. It's changing again. So now, to get in and to get into my group, you actually have to be a owner. I'm gonna say it again. To get in and get into my group, you actually have to be an owner. Owner means you've actually put up enough funds or enough capital to actually get into a mobile salon bus right out the gate. Okay, and I'll explain that as we go along here. So, and because we're doing an archive show, so I'm putting the information out there, but I want everybody to understand and know if you're in the group good right now, you're good. Okay, so don't worry about that. If you want to increase your expansion, if you want to go faster, if you want to get into a bus immediately, all that type of stuff, that's what the new program is for. Okay, we got a lot of people that are irritated and upset about the instructors, because we're still training instructors. This is the last month, because I told you guys when we first started it, that's a 3-month training program. 3 months. Okay, they have anybody that's applying to be an instructor has to go through 3 months worth of training, security checks, background checks, everything to be an instructor, because we only have a few instructors right now. We lost a lot of instructors during COVID. And a lot of people dropped off. We actually had some people to actually expire, people who died because of COVID. So we had to replace these individuals, and that's not an easy thing to do. Okay, replacing people that are honest and trustworthy and that can do the job. So I was telling another young lady the other day, and she was like, "Well, you just hired some people." It doesn't work like that. Okay, it doesn't work like that's like saying you're going to come and work at the bank and you're going to work in the cash room, and they say, "Well, just hire some people. Just hire some people. Let them come on in and deal with all the cash and just be around all the money, and you don't have any security checks security point checks in place for that person or those people that you hire. You're setting yourself up for failure." Okay, same thing with a regular business where people are dealing with sensitive information. In our company, you're exposed to a lot of sensitive information. You guys have all of your contact, all of your information that you entrust in us. Okay, your phone numbers, your addresses, your social security numbers, your bank card numbers, your credit card numbers. All that stuff. You can't just give that out to people. Okay, you can't even just give it out to companies nowadays, because when companies have these data breaches and people grab and snatching up people's contact and their information, and then assuming their identity and robbing them, stealing them, taking their money, that's not cool. So when I first set up this business, that was one of the biggest things, my biggest obstacles that I put in place for everybody, all of my instructors to hurdle, all of my contractors, the people who design my websites, design my systems, all of that stuff. It had to be bulletproof. Okay, now nothing's 100%, but we're damn close to it. Even with the people we entrust in, because you can't just access our server from home. Because I had people that were saying, "Well, let them just work from home." Okay, just let somebody work from home, and then all of a sudden, your identity pops up in California. Somebody done use your name, use your phone number, your address, all your information, your social security number, and everything, and now they're opening up checking accounts, opening up debit cards and credit card accounts, just renting cars and not returning them, setting up furniture accounts and all kinds of things in your name, all because we was lax or lackadaisious on security of your information. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I've seen it. I got partners who have companies that they say they things like that happen all the time, and it's not slowing down. So we like to have our stuff secured. Anyway, that's a really big sticking point. So when we're moving into this larger arena of making sure that we're headed in the right direction and we're ramping everything up to be a industry mover, it's a whole different measure. It's a whole different measure. So first off, to be an owner, you're basically saying you own a bus. Okay, you either own it now or you're about to own a mobile salon bus. Okay, the threshold to be a owner is 50,000. 50,000. I set that number. I got that number approved, and now we're moving with that number. Okay, I got that number approved. Now remember, a bus costs $100,000. A mobile salon bus costs $100,000. Now, if you guys have been onto the website like I told you to do, go on to MoBALON.com and you will see that buses now. It started at the beginning of this year, and we started ramping up and letting everybody know there's going to be changes. The pricing is going to change. The amounts are going to change. But things are way more expensive now to get shampoo bowls and chairs, laminate floors, TV, even televisions is going up. All these different things are going up. Our licensing, our permits, everything is more expensive. Okay, and of course the buses themselves is more expensive. So now instead of $100,000, you're looking at $150,000. Okay, and matter of fact, let me pull it up because I know I be having some people that think I'm just saying something. No, this is the real deal, guys. This is the real deal. It's one thing to say something, but it's a whole nother deal when you actually show it to people so that they can see that, he's telling the truth. Okay, so look here. I'm going to pull up the website that I told you guys to make sure that you go on and see. Go on to MoBALON.com. Here it is right here in the center. I'm going to bring it up full screen if I can. Okay, hold on. There we go. And I'm going to scroll this website. I'm going to scroll it myself because if y'all are not going on there, then I'll go on there for you. That's fine. Okay, so here's MoBALON.com, MOBALON.com. When you scroll down, there's the show. Look at that. There's the show right there. That plays on the front page. There is tickets for the tour, Mobile Salon Bus, Mobile Salon School. That's me, Coach, Life Coach. That's where I do my training. The financing, new financing that we have that we're talking about right now. The Mobile Salon Buses, almost in the center of the page. Look at this, 6 types of mobile salons to choose from. This is the investor deal. We're going to hit that next, and then we're going to keep going. Okay, let's look at the buses. As you see here, if you can see these pricing, the buses now start. The smaller one-station buses, they're starting at $120,000 and $130,000. Okay, for the one station, the small ones like the vans. I don't like those because it's harder to get those licensed, and it's harder to get those to qualify because the big buses have everything in them, which is basically the 2-station. 2 stations, we can put 1 station and then spread out of 1 station where you have more amenities to it. You guys will see that in your designing. So when you design a bus online, you'll actually see how the layout is. Okay, when you're going through the school, you'll be designing your bus. Okay, so you'll see how that works. But that's your 1 station. Now your 2 station and up, you're looking at $150,000. There it is right there. There's the pricing. It's $150,000 right there, and that's starting. Okay, $150,000. That's where it starts. Now, when I'm telling you guys this, it's the real deal. Then you go into the 3 stations at $175 to $200, and a 4-station, 5-station, and then 6-station plus is the bigger units that's for like full-scale barbershops or salons that are going mobile, and they want to take their entire shop on location and do events and corporate events and all types of stuff. You can do that, okay? And these types of units, the huge ones. All right. Now, what I'll say is this: these buses here, you see this sales price here? This sale says $100,000. That's only for right now and for the people that are lined up to get into the program. Okay, that's not to make sure that we don't scare everybody off with the numbers. We're really not concerned about that. I can tell you, I have to tell you the truth. I got so many people lined up right now; it's ridiculous. And we have we have zero shortage of sponsors. Okay, companies coming on board and paying this number, paying the money, the $150,000 and up, to actually get these mobile salon buses up under their brand. Okay, so what we're enticing people and having people understand is that the money's out there, the opportunity's out there. It's just you're going to have to put in some work to get there. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So the program, now that's the bad news, obviously. And our group itself. Hey, Terry, it says this is Terry Curry. I'm with you. All right, Terry, thank you for coming in. I see Passport Bros Worldwide. What's up, Darnell? Welcome into the stream. I see Jason is in. This is second Jason. So we got two Jasons. We got two Jasons came in 2 days in a row. So we're gonna see who falls off first. We got Jason 1 and Jason 2. I'm gonna see which one. I ain't gonna say your last name, but unless you have it displayed, I typically don't say anyone's last name unless they have it displayed on their account, in which, obviously you don't care about people knowing your last name. So I'll say that. But if you have it, like Terry Curry has Terry Curry on there, so you can see it. I can see it. Anybody who goes to that account on YouTube can see his full name. But some people who only have their name shown to me, I'll only say the first name and I won't say the last name unless you let me know that it doesn't bother you. You're fine. So there we have it. So I had some girl was asking me why don't I say the other guy's name when I was talking about someone, and I told her they may not want their last name on. They don't post it. Their account doesn't say their first and last name, and it doesn't say anything other than like their business name or a nickname or something like that. It just says their first name, and they're not listing their last name. So that's just a word to the wise for people who want to be known, but they don't want their first name or their last name to be known. That's how that works. Okay, let's move on. All right, so right here, as I said, my group is converting into the mobile salon owners group. That means everybody that owns buses. Now, my mission, my job right now is, like I told you guys before, ain't nothing changed. I'm here to get you into ownership. I'm here to help you, accelerate you to owning your mobile salon bus. Okay, that's my mission. Y'all know good and damn well that my whole passion is making millionaires, making actual people wealthy enough to where they can establish themselves to be a millionaire. And that way, I've helped you reach that status. I've helped you to get there. And when I help you or someone helps you to reach a status, then it's not necessarily that you owe them or you're indebted to them. It's that you respect how you got somewhere. If you overweight, fat, or just huge, and you get a trainer and that trainer is good, that trainer actually helps you shed weight and get down to a smaller size, and now you're healthier, you're able to move around, you're able to do your thing, then you owe that man. That man helped you. He or she helped you get where you need to be, and you owe that at least respect. Okay? Well, in my world, when you have someone reach millionaire status, y'all are bonded. Y'all good people now. Y'all cooler than a cucumber. That's what I'm trying to get with my group and getting people, helping people to reach that status. Now you got a group that is loyal, that is grateful, and that got your back. In layman's terms, in hood terms, you got a group that got your back. Just like you had their back in helping them get there, they're going to have your back while they're there. Okay, that's just how that works. So ain't nothing like having a whole bunch of millionaires backing you up behind you saying, hey man, don't mess with my boy. Don't mess with Coach. Coach helped us to, help feed our family, help us to get in a financially secure situation, help us make money. And man, don't mess with them. We'll do something to you. That's a beautiful concept, but obviously I'm not, putting people in position to start wars and create fights. We're doing that because this world is crazy. This world is full of people who try to cancel you. It's full of people who hate to see you come up. We call them haters. It's full of people who don't want to see people actually advance or do something for themselves, for their family. There's people who literally thrive. They feed on you failing. They feed on you failing. Those are dangerous people because they'll say whatever they have to say to get you to fail. Because they want to feed off of that negativity. They want to feed off of that failure. That's what fuels them. Those are dangerous people. Stay away from those people. And if you're one of those people, you need to cut it out because your days are numbered. Okay, people are seeing these things now. Internet is everywhere. EOG is everywhere. The eyes of God, that camera, that all-seeing, never blinking eye is everywhere. So when you're trying to sabotage someone, you'll end up being sabotaged because people see you. There's no such thing as behind closed doors anymore because everybody got cameras, everybody got phones, everybody got recorders, everybody's seeing what's going on. That's why I keep my nose clean. That's why I try to do everything I try to do on the up and up, and I literally walk that line so that nobody can say, oh, he was scamming, he was doing this bad things, evil things, he was stealing, he was doing this and that. You ain't seen me do it. Hell no. You ain't seen me do nothing because it ain't nothing to see. I make sure of that because I'm married with kids and a whole business full of people that depend on me to do my job and do it right. And I'm not going to let these people down by going out and doing something stupid. Do y'all know how many credit card numbers I have? How many people's information, how many social security cards, social security numbers, how many identities I have, how many access to people's bank accounts and all the millions and millions of dollars. And don't ever touch a dime. I even protect it from anybody else getting itchy fingers or sticky fingers. We don't play that because I wouldn't want nobody messing with mine. That's literally where it boils down to. Just doing to others as you would have others doing to you. I'm telling y'all this for a reason. So kind of, stick with me. I'm telling y'all all of this for a reason so that you can understand where we're coming from when we establish rules, regulations, stipulations, things, terms and conditions, things that you guys need to follow so that at the end of the day, everybody's on the same page and we all are making money. We're all able to support ourselves, support our families, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right, let's move on. Let's go into our investing, because that's where you start talking about, hey, how can I get in? How can I get into owning my own bus? How can I get into a bus and be working on a bus while I'm going to school? How can I do that? How can that happen? Because I'm ready to speed this thing up. I've had probably 50, 60, 70 phone calls. Okay, ongoing, all the time, of people wanting to get into a bus. And that I call it that because that's the mindset of everybody. They want to get into a bus. And I try to explain to people that that's not what this is. Okay, this is not get into a bus business. This is education so that when you do get into a bus, you're ready. You have everything you need to know, and it will not be a complete and total failure. When you don't know, and I've just given it a quick example, when you don't know how to park a mobile salon bus, you can get it towed, and it's very, very difficult to get a commercial vehicle out of tow. It's very difficult, okay, because you're a nuisance. They call it a public nuisance when you're doing things, especially with huge machinery that can impact the general public in a negative fashion. You're a general nuisance, so or a public nuisance. So it's harder for you to get those vehicles back. AT&T and Time Warner Cable or the Cox Cable, different cable companies, all of these big time companies with all these big trucks and big units, uh, um, uh, Amazon and all of them, they get their vehicles towed all the time, and they have deep pockets to go and recover those vehicles. Okay, if you have deep pockets, then you'll be able to go and recover your vehicle because they don't charge you the regular amount. They charge you way, way, way more because you're a corporate vehicle, you're a company vehicle, and they know you have the money. So they charge you more. So that's just one thing. Parking incorrectly because you don't know where to park, how to park, or got the proper permits to park. Okay, dumping water. Just a simple fact of dumping water down the drain because your shampoo tanks are full, and you've been shampooing, and now your tanks are full, and you need to dump them, and you say, "Hey, I'm right by a water drain or a storm drain. I'm just going to dump this water right here," and then someone sees you doing that. What did I talk about? The EOG, eyes of God. There's always somebody watching, and they record you doing that. And now here comes the health department. Here comes regulation. Here comes state board to shut you down. All because you did something so simple as press that button and then pull that lever to dump that water right down the drain. Can't do that. Okay, there's rules and regulations. There's certain areas where you can dump. There's certain ways to dump when you go to those areas. You can't just go to an RV camp and just dump that water. It has chemicals in there that alters their system that they have in there for those RVs, and they're not going to like it. So all of this stuff has a purpose. There's a new, and I'll just tell you guys because I don't care. I literally live for this stuff. There's a neutralizer that you have to pour in that chemicalized water because there's chemicals in there. There's perms and colors and relaxers and all type of stuff that we put in our water to do our services, and you can't just dump that down the drain because you're creating a chemical slurry that can completely destroy that entire bacterial system. That a septic tank is a bacterial system that breaks down all of the different waste that goes into that system, and you have to know this. We know this because we study it. We know it because we create a system that works with it and not against it. So we neutralize our waters before we dump it down the drain. Okay, and we have to dump it in a certain way. We have to filter it a certain way before we dump it. All that type of stuff, guys, and we teach it in the school. Okay, I just been through two things that knock a whole bunch of people out the water because they didn't know it. They didn't know it. You can't just park in someone's parking lot and start doing hair. You don't have permission to do that. You don't have a permit to do that. There's certain things that you can and cannot do that will cause you to lose your company and lose your business and then be on the very wrong side of the fence with us because you don't own that bus. That bus is still owned by the sponsor. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I paid $5,000. Where's my bus?" Let me get this straight. You paid $5,000 as a deposit, and you're going through the school. You haven't completed the school yet. You're going through the school, and you say, "Where's your $100,000 bus?" You pay $5,000, and you say, "Where's your $100,000 bus?" There's something missing in that equation. Okay, so that's what I'm explaining to people to make sure that they understand what it is you're in. You're in a group, you're in a program that affords you to be able to get into $100,000 bus, even with just $5,000. Even with just $5,000, we do that. Now, what we're talking about today is getting into a bus quicker, okay? Because you can take as long as you want, or you can try to speed it up as much as you can to get into a bus as quickly as you can. So we have the new programs that are coming out. I talked about this the other times that we were doing our shows, and I wanted to make sure. Let me see if I got this on here straight. This is our investment Here we go. Make sure I got this cleaned up, right? Okay. This is our investment options for mobile salon buses. If you have investors, if you're an investor, if you're able to get a hold of investors or get investors involved with you and your campaign, you're actually able to get people to put in monies to make money. That's investment. You're actually able to get people to put in money to make money for themselves, and they're actually helping you. They're actually helping you. Give you an example. As you see here, this is investment options for actual investors. Option one is for us, for everybody that actually has funds. If you guys have funds, it's the $50,000 where you're investing, and that investment is doubled or matched in 12 months. Okay, that's a little bit like the salon fundraiser, where if there's money available, you can actually put that money in and get that money matched, and it goes into your campaign that goes towards your bus. It's kind of like that, but this is the most that we've ever been able to accomplish. This is the most that we've ever been able to get, especially on a mass scale. We got a huge contract that we're going to be announcing at the first of the year, but the funds are already deposited. The funds are already here. Okay, we can't touch it. We can't just go in. Oh man, let's just pull $3 million and shoot, just do it up and have a party and fly all over the place and enjoy. We can't do that. Okay, that's not how it works. The funds are deposited into an account, like you guys know of our escrow accounts. The funds are deposited into that account, and every time we get someone that qualifies, then funds are released according to those different accounts. You follow me? So, say for instance, and we'll cover this real quick, and then we'll move on to the other parts, and then we'll get on up out of here because we're not going to be here long. Say for instance, you got 50 grand. How much is a bus? Anybody, everybody, anybody. Hey, Miss Veronique, I see Miss Veronique. She says grace and gratitude, and to start. I think she may be responding to something I said earlier. I see Tornado. Is that No. Oh, Toronto. Okay, I'm sorry. Toronto Barbers is in the house. Miss Loma is in the house. I got Jerry Q is in the house. What's up, Jerry Q? And let's see. We Love Connections just popped up. 150K. Yeah. See, Kenny, that's my boy there. He's always on it and helping out and putting it in. That's why I got y'all in my group. I'm fighting for y'all right now to keep y'all in my group. Miss Veronique says 100,000. Yes. So the regular price is 150. Both of y'all are right, by the way. The regular buses are 150,000. Okay, that's how much they cost now. Okay, it's the same buses as the $100,000 buses. It's just you guys are getting discounts and getting hookups because y'all were already in the program. I don't know how many times I've told people, if you hear me, you can see me, and I'm talking, you better move. You better move on it, because things are going to change. They're going to change, and they're going to change for the worse if you're not jumping on board, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So now, instead of getting in and it's $100,000, now it's $150,000 when you're jumping on board. We still can get you in now for the rest of this year for the 100, but after that, it's going to be $150,000, and that's only for a limited amount of spaces that I have. You cannot do that with a regular group. The $5,000, and you get in, and you're working towards, you will see the on your salon fundraiser deal where it says $100,000 that you're trying to raise, it will say $150,000 that you're trying to raise before you'll own your bus. Okay, so make sure you understand it's a whole nother world out here. It's a whole nother world. I know. Thank you. They're telling me to go to commercial, but we're gonna keep going because I got a lot of stuff to do. So I can't do a commercial right now. I'm gonna run through this and get it archived at least, so that everybody knows it, and they can't say, well, you didn't tell me. I've had people tell me, you didn't tell me. I didn't know anything about it. Yes, you did. I'll be damned. Yes, you did, because I said it, and I say it on these shows. I'm on this show every day at 6 o'clock, or every weekday at 6 o'clock, and I'm talking about this stuff. Plus, you can come in and ask me, and I'm literally right here to answer any questions that you may have. So yes, I did. These are called archive shows where I say stuff just so they're on record. And they're saved in YouTube, they're saved in Twitter, they're saved in Facebook, they're saved in all these different platforms that I advertise and I broadcast live on. So nobody can say, no, you made that up. Oh, you just changed the algorithm, or you just uploaded something and changed the date. One, you can't change the date from YouTube. Okay, that's one. Or Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram, or any of these platforms, you can't change the date. So whenever it says that this show aired, that's when it aired. And if I said this is what it is at that time, then that means I'm not lying. That means when you hear me today, what I said that was already in place 3 months ago, it was in place 3 months ago, because you can go back and watch the video and see that I said it. And that's why I'm just telling you guys. I have people that come in and say, well, I didn't know. If I'd have known, I'd have went on and signed up. If I'd have known, I would have did what I needed to do. Well, you did know, because I put it out there, and I continue to put it out there, so I don't want to hear that. I mean mad. No, Barry, I mean mad. Like people upset because I'm saying something. They say, oh, I didn't know it was going to be this and that. Yes, you did, because I told everybody. I'm always telling everybody. So anyway, keep going. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that everybody is able to not only get in where they fit in, be able to get into Mobile Salon buses, be able to get into ownership of those buses, not just working on a bus. I need you own it. I don't want you own it. I need you to own the buses, because that's how I make my money. Okay, when you're working on a bus, that's fine, and I make money, but I don't make as much money as if you owned it. Okay, it's the difference between renting a car and going and doing Uber or DoorDash or whatever, versus owning that car where you ain't got to make no payments and you're going out doing it. More money is going into your pocket. Same thing here. When you're owning a car, when you're owning the bus, we can charge these sponsors and these advertisers more because they don't own the bus. You get it? When they own it, they get discounts, they get advantages, they get hookups. But when we own it, we can charge them what we need to charge and what we want to charge, because we're not using their bus. I tell people all the time, it's like going to a bank and literally renting or financing from a bank. When you're making payments on that car, that's not your car. That's not your car at all. You're driving it. You have it parked at your house, but that ain't your car. Miss some payments, miss some months. Let's see if that's your miss by 4 or 5 months of worth of payments. Let's see if that's really your car. The bank is gonna come and repo that baby like it was no thing. Guys, this is a real deal. Once you pay for that bus, it is then yours, and you're able to do with it whatever you want to do with it. You can choose to stay in the program with us and make money, and we make money, and everybody's happy. Or you can take that bus and get out of the program and do whatever you want to do with it. You can drive it off a cliff if you want to. It's your bus. But we're trying to get you there first, okay? And it's expensive. So the $5,000 program for the regular program, but the $10,000 program and up is for my program. That's the accelerated program. The $25,000, we got stages because we don't know where you are, but we want to be able to let you be able to come in that on the stage where that makes you more comfortable. Okay, the $25,000, which is on your application, you guys see it. You can access it from the website and see all of that. The $25,000 program is the fast track program. That means we get you in and out of the school in 30 days or less. That's a fast track program. And then the owner program is the $50,000 program. That's where you're literally able to work on the bus while going through the school. Okay, because everybody has to go through the school. We can't avoid that. You have to go through school because you have to get licensed. You have to have your MSOL. Once you have your MSOL, your mobile salon operator's license, that's when we can insure you. That's when we can get you insured. Okay, get insurance on you and on the bus. We can't insure you if you're not licensed. All right. So once we insure you, then if the bus, catches on fire, if you get into a wreck, if something happens to it, now the bus is full. Now we have insurance on the bus, but somebody is operating it. You get what I'm saying? And in the insurance world, when you're driving or operating the bus, operating a vehicle, what's the first thing the insurance company says when you call them and say, hey, the vehicle that you guys have insurance on was in a wreck? What's the first thing that they say? Who was driving? That's exactly right. That's the first thing they say is who was driving. Because the car doesn't have insurance by itself. The car has insurance with someone. So when you're driving that car, this is what the insurance company uses to leverage what and if they're going to pay. Because if somebody else is driving that car that's not insured, guess what? They are able to drive. They're able to. They will still have a fight, but they're able to back out and say, hey, we didn't insure that cat. I don't know who you are, who you letting drive this vehicle, but we insured you with this vehicle, not him or her or all of them who you keep letting just drive your car. You keep handing out the keys and letting anybody drive. We didn't insure anybody to drive. We insured you. You get it? The same way when they say how old is the person that's going to be driving, because older people get a less insurance coverage. Less insurance payments. Younger people, their insurance coverage is more. Why? Because they're more dangerous. They're more rambunctious. They drive faster. All kinds of stuff. Same thing here. There's a large descriptive framework that describes how they charge us our insurance, and we cover it. We cover the insurance, but we can only cover it when you're licensed. Okay, that's just information, guys. This is information that you need to be able to move forward. It's in the school, but I like to share it with people who may not be in the school. I got several people that are on right now that are not in the school. Kenneth says, "Fighting to keep me in the group. I've been riding since the pandemic." Yes, sir. Kenneth said, "I'm not confused." That's for real. He said, "I'm just trying to scale up and brand my scale our brand." Okay, and I'm definitely here for ownership. Yes, Kenny, I already know. That's why I'm with my people, my guys, especially the ones that are old school. You know, during the pandemic or before the pandemic, that's called old school. Hell, old school is in there. That's before that. I got several people that's still scratching and clawing to get into buses that's pre-pandemic, and that's what we're moving towards. We're trying to get that done. So now we're saying, okay, well, look, it's taking too long. We've had several setbacks because this is not a operation that has been going for the past 15, 20 years. Okay, we're literally gearing up and putting this thing into position now. Okay, we haven't even launched yet. We're actually launching in the next couple of months. We're launching at the first of the year, and that is when you can actually start, taking notes and saying, okay, they're official now. They've officially started. Let's see what's going on. Let's gauge. Let's compare. Let's put the scale on them and see how this thing measures up. Exactly right. But when you're in testing phases, when you're trying to put this thing together, get everything in position, and then once you cut that ribbon, it's go time. Now it's time to start, putting your feet to the fire and seeing what you're made of. So that's what we have. That's what we're getting to. So we're trying to grind as much as we can to get people in position where they need to be, so that everybody understands how this thing works and that they can get in and make their thing work. Yes, Barry, if you're paying $50,000, Barry said 50 is not 100. That's correct. That's right. But 50 is literally, matter of fact, I just clicked off of it. 50 is not 100. That's correct. But this is the way it works right here. You see the option number 1 where it says sponsor match. It says double your $50,000 investment in 12 months. Okay. What that means is if you've hit 50, you're able to do this program. And that's the owner's program. That's owner operators only. You see, it says owner operators only. So that means you are literally going to not anybody can just come in and get this program, because it's basically doubling your money. And we don't do it that strong. We can pay 20% and stuff like that. We can match monies up to a certain amount of what they have available, and that has to get approved. But this is a flat $50,000 that they double. They actually double it. Okay, so now you have $100,000 you have paid off your bus with their help. Okay, with the sponsorship money, and that comes with the contract and them doing advertising, promotion on the bus and all types of stuff like that. That's how they get your bus paid off. And I fought for an extra concession, which means If someone has 50 grand, they literally can work on the bus while they're going through school. So say for instance, you run across somebody that has the money that they can get you into a bus. You don't have to have the full 100 grand. You can actually come with 50 and actually get the same amount as if you had the full 100, okay, to get into your bus. And remember, it's going to 150, so you got to be quick. Increases, and none of these programs will work. Okay, none of these programs will work once it gets started. Thank you. They said 5 minutes. Okay, and then the end of the show. All right, so that's what we have. I'm just spitballing, if you will, or trying to make it to where you guys have options. Nobody is forced to take any of these options. All of you guys are doing absolutely fine right now. Okay, exactly where you are, you're fine. Okay, you're in the program, you're in the group, you're good to go. You can just sit back, chill, and continue to go through the course. You're fine. Don't even worry about anything. But if you're wanting to accelerate the program, go faster, even get into a bus right now. It takes about, a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks or so, to get a bus actually put together and clear it and get into your hands, where we ship it out to you to actually, for you to get started. You're able to get into a bus right now while you're going through school, but it costs money. It costs money, and mainly it costs money because we have to secure the bus. We can't just hand buses out to everybody. Y'all know what happened when we did that. Okay, before the pandemic, we was handing out buses like it was candy. We was putting people in buses left and right, and that was a big mistake because we don't know these people. We don't know you don't know us. We have to get to know each other so that we know what we're working with and who we're working with. When we was giving out buses and people was literally taking buses and driving crazy with them, we had people having car wrecks. Nobody was killed, but I mean, God, imagine that. Okay, so it just hurts even thinking like that, because I don't like those types of thoughts. But imagine something like that, crazy like that, happening, all because you handed somebody the keys to a dangerous vehicle that they don't know how to drive. That's one of our courses, is the driving course. Once you get past course 5, then everything speeds up automatically and it starts going real fast, because it's basically the bus. It's basically learning the bus, learning how to drive, showcasing, all that type of stuff. It goes real fast, but you have to get there and rock and roll. And they're trying to see if you should be there. Okay, if you are not patient, if you do not have professionalally, if you're a person that we do not need to give keys to a bus, then they're gonna sniff it out. Okay, and I can only use so many words to explain this type of stuff to you guys, but I just say kind of be aware. Okay, be aware of how this whole thing works. I say bypass all of that. If you have the funds, or if you have the connections to the funds, you can bypass all of that by saying, hey man, here's 50 grand, get me in a bus now. I'm ready to go to work now. I want to do, you're getting contracts, you're getting percentage, you're getting residual income, you're getting the monies to actually be able to replenish the monies that you spent. You're basically making your money back, in layman's terms. Replenish your funds is up there speak, financial talk. But make your money back. That's how we talk. You're able to make your money back because we have so many ways to make your money back. Okay, so we're showing you that. Hell, even this one, you're putting in 50 grand and somebody's paying the other 50. That's nowhere. That's nowhere. And y'all can try me. Y'all can try me if you want. I had somebody tell me, man, that's not real. Okay, go and touch a few of these buses. Go and get on board and get your hair cut, and you tell me if it's real or not, if you're actually sitting on the bus. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all this, and then we're gonna get up out of here. I'm not supposed to show y'all. I got permission for certain parts of this video. I'm gonna show it to y'all right now, so y'all listen up. I'm finna show y'all a real quick clip of the new building that we're in right now. And I'm not supposed to show y'all because I told y'all before, we had people just popping up at our old location. We had people, because the address is on there. We don't hide anything. So the address was on there, our location, pictures, all that stuff was on there. And we just had people popping up constantly. And You can't do that. This is a factory. We can't have people walking around the face. It's dangerous. We don't have insurance for that. Plus, we got a whole bunch of secretive type of stuff that we're doing that we don't want getting out to the competition, so they steal our stuff. Dude, it's a whole bunch of stuff that it's a long ride. So, but this is a quick clip of just the side of the building and us going in, and you guys will see the bays that we have here, and it's basically the building. It's real clear. It's just a little quick clip, and I think the audio is on here as well. I'm not sure. But let me see. This is me and one of my agents going through the building. It's sticking for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see it or hear it, but y'all know we have issues with our system until we get it all the way up and running. Okay, but let me see if I can get it to play for you. Okay, so this is the building. This is the back end. Y'all see we have a huge lot on the back end. We have a huge bay door. This is where we work on the large coach buses that are the large salon type buses. They drive all the way through. And then when we walk through this other side, y'all will see, man, this video is choppy. It wasn't choppy like this. Maybe you guys can see it better. I just can't see it as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you guys can see us walking through. Now this is the back bay where we work on the big buses, the huge one. And then we're gonna walk into the middle bay where we work on the regular buses. We got 9 bays or 10 bays that are going all the way around, and you basically are able to pull in buses and work on them. And let me stop it before it gets to a sensitive area, a sensitive part. We pull those buses in and work on them there, and we're able to pull them right through and build them and set them all up. This is the new facility, Gerald. This is the new building. Okay, this is the one that we're moving into, moving all of our stuff from the old one to this one. We have more bays, we have more equipment, we have more room. We have upstairs on this building that is for all of our product, all of our deliveries, all of the stuff that we put on the buses. Then we have a front area where we are building. We bring in all of the equipment and everything. We sell products, all that type of stuff. We have our salon area where we equip and test our product. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. This is over, I think this is what, 30,000 square feet. And then the overall lot is a few acres on the lot on the outside. And then we have our mobile salon dealership out there as well. So yeah, it's huge. But yeah, I had a lot of people that are wanting to see. I can't show the front because it's supposed to be a secret until the first of the year. And like I said, I'm not even supposed to be showing y'all this, but y'all know y'all are in the show. Y'all are coming in the show. So when y'all come into the show, I'm gonna hook you up. Okay, I'm gonna give you some. Why I don't have a whole bunch of animation and a whole bunch of knickknacks and this and that yet, but they're coming. They're coming. So I snuck this video out because they watch me, guys. They watch me like a hawk because there's a lot of people's money tied up into this thing. Okay, there's a lot of investors, there's a lot of sponsors, and some of them watch me. Some of them watch this show. A lot of them don't, but some of them watch because I don't advertise. I don't tell people, hey, go and watch the show where I'm saying a bunch of stuff that I'm not supposed to be saying. And I'm telling people things that they should not know yet. I know what's sensitive that should not get out, and I know the things that are strategic that help us to achieve our goal. Okay, because that's the one thing we have to have is everybody. We have to reach our goal. We're trying to make millionaires here. Okay, and the only way to make millionaires is to have you guys advised and understanding how to get there, how to actually get this money and make these mobile salon buses jump through hoops. Guys, I promise you. I promise you with everything I got on everything. How they say on God, man, on God. Really? You don't even have the authority to put something on God like you put on my mama. Really? You're gonna put something on your mama? Really? So you want your mama to be taken if you're wrong? I don't think you want to put something on your mom, on my babies, man, on my no, I don't think you want to do that either. It's a weird thing to say, but especially on God. You don't have the authority for somebody to take God. Whatever. I promise you, this thing is about to be extremely, extremely industry moving. Okay, learn those words. Learn that term. Industry moving. The barber and beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we're about to move that industry with mobile salons. Think of the numbers. Think of the impact that that's going to be. And you guys are on the front lines. You're the first groups. There's less than 1,000 of us, guys. There's less than 1,000 of us right now. That's how infant this business right here is. That's how we're in the infancy stage. We're on the ground floor, that they call it. The ground floor, because you guys are right at the right place at the right time. When we're done, there will be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of buses rolling around worldwide. You guys are in the first 1,000 people. You know how gangster that is? You know how powerful that is? That makes you instant millionaires just being in that position. Y'all ain't got to believe me. Watch, see what I say. I have not been wrong. I follow the Lord, I follow the spirits, and I follow my orders, and I've not been wrong yet, because they've not been wrong yet. Watch what I tell you. If you're wanting to sign up or get into any of these programs, any of this setup, give me a call. Let me know. Get your monies in order. Get your investors in order. Let me know who you got. I'll help you to land them. I've been landing people all week long. When people say, hey, I got somebody that want to come in and come on board and got some monies to make something happen, give them my number. Call with them on three-way, and we'll talk to them together. We will get this thing done. Because, again, it ain't about me making money, because y'all know we don't make money off the buses. Duh. Stop thinking that. Stop even putting that in your head. How many times do I have to say the same thing? These buses are $100,000 to you, but we are paying $150,000. We're not making money on the buses, people. We make money when we put you in the buses. When we're able to advertise, when we sell advertising to the companies. Thank you, I'm on my way. They said get off the air. We make money when we put you into the buses to roll around with advertising on it. That's the only time when we make money. So of course I'm trying to get y'all into the buses, and of course I'm trying to get y'all owning, and of course I'm trying to use their money to do it. But you got to start. I can't just say, hey, you, we're going to pay your whole way. We're going to pay for everything. Nobody's going to do that. Not even sponsors who have billions of dollars, because they don't know you. They don't know you, and they don't know that this is how it works. They don't know that you are worthy of putting that much money into it. Therefore, they're not going to do it. They need to know you. That's where we come in. All right, they said they're going to cut me off. All right, guys, let me get up out of here. I'm Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops and Salon Network, the HairArt Network, and the Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else, because if we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to MOBALON.com and sign up. Fill out that application and send it back in. If everything is good, then someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please go to our charity. We have our own charity called Triple H Charity. Stands for Haircuts for the Helpless and Homeless. If you haven't donated, please donate to that charity. It's a worthwhile charity to donate. We use those donations to build the buses that goes out and does haircuts for the helpless and homeless. And we also use those donations to pay the barbers and stylists to do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. So it is extremely worthwhile to give. You can actually see your donations at work instead of giving to companies or businesses or charities or whatnot, and you don't know what the hell they're doing with the money. Here, you can see your money at work. You can see your donations at work. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll either pick up where we left off, or we'll cover anything that we missed. But until then, I will see you all. Please be careful out there and take care of yourself. And if you have any questions or comments, just contact me either on here through chat, or email me or text me, and then we'll chop it up and get you what you need to move this thing forward. All right? I'll see you all tomorrow. Be careful out there. And remember our motto, respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.